ask you to do some things, it may not align with three things. It may not align with your agreement. You may disagree. You may not like it. It may not be convenient. But this writer is saying, rather ask if it aligns with the word of God. And if it does, then follow your leaders. So the question, when it comes to following leaders, the question is not whether you as a person, whether you like what leader is doing, whether you agree about what the leader is doing, whether it is convenient, but you ask, does it align with the word of God? Does it align with the vision of the organization or the church? And then if it does, you follow. And all the more if they themselves have practiced this action and it has produced the character of Christ in their life. So brethren, may the Lord give us grace wherever we are, so that our following will be a joy to our leaders, not a burden. There is a way one gets back the seed that one sown as a follower into leadership. There is a way one gets it back. Particularly if the seed that one is sowing is a bad seed, there is a way one gets it back. I've told you a story of one choir master, one organist, one old Baba in the church I pastored in Lagos before coming here. So this Baba used to come and help us with our choir. Our choir were predominantly youth. And one day I was asking this Baba. That Baba was maybe at that time over 60 years. I'm talking about 1997 or so. This Baba was over 60 years. And he has been coming. And you know the younger ones, choir is one of the most challenging group to lead in the church. Do you agree with me? Oh, you agree? Do you agree with me? Oh, thank God that you also agree. Choir is the most challenging. There is no need of giving the reasons, but most challenging. So if it's now predominantly young people, there may not be a balance. So leaders need to understand them to be able to flow well with them. And at the same time, if choir has the kind of leader that I've just described, and an African choir member is a child of God, they follow. Am I correct? They follow. They follow. So there is a kind of leadership skill that makes people to follow. That makes people to follow. So I asked this Baba, and Baba smiled that day. And he said, hey, Pastor, these children, they don't know anything. You know what he said? He said they don't know that whichever way you relate now with those who are over you, you will repeat later. And I'm talking of relation that is out of place, that is not the scriptures. The Baba said, do I know something? He said, when he was young, he was in the choir. And he was one of the troublesome people in the choir. That one day, at the choir rehearsal, before they finished, two of them, they sneak out. And they went to deflate the 60 plus. To be talking 1997. So you should know that vehicle was not very common at that time. So it will be bicycle. He said they deflated the bicycle of the choir master. And he said, do I know what? That in Lagos, where he was doing all this, an Anglican church. He said one day before they finished choir rehearsal, he went to his vehicle. They have deflated the tire. I'm telling you, The Baba told me one-on-one like this. He said they have deflated this tire. The seed is sown maybe over 20 years before he reaped. So when you are a leader, be careful. And when you are a follower, be careful. In fact, everything about life is a seed. There is a way it comes back. The most unfortunate thing is that we don't know. God has not given us the privilege to know that some of the things we are reaping today is the seed we sow.